I'm going to jail. Massive fellow jail, America jail. That's one America jail, America. You know, we know. So my own thing is he have. I'm not the one saying it though. He said they will kill him when found. Did they find him during the night of the show? Sosoliso, Sosoliso, what do you guys call? Was that when he was found? Was he upset when they were coming on top of the bridge? You know? And Mohbad wanted to throw the prince out of the window, out of the door. Was he upset when Wunmi texted the Oba? Police, we need to have the forensic data log of Wunmi telephone. We need to do this is a serious case. No, they are not distracting. Let them be come and base sense theory one. I'm not going to even block them yet. Let them stay here and be screen recording so they can be put in. I mean, you need to put things together. When you have your thesis, you have your theory, and you prove it, and you write your conclusion. I'm not even done with my theory here, but I can conclude so far, or unless if any of them can tell me what else could be the reason for his name or by Elegushi, and he has not come out to debunk this. But Mr. Kunle, please speak to us.
All right, thank you very much, Lady Aries. And see, we'll just not mind the comment section because many of these people are not mentally balanced. So if you try to respond to them, you might be dragging yourself into their shoes, which is not healthy for us. Now, just like we all know, immediately DNA is done, then that is when we'll know. That is when we already know this. We already know where the whole thing stands. But for us to have the legal right, the legal that authority to point direct fingers, you understand? Once the DNA is done and it's obviously not Mohbad, then everybody will just immediately, you understand, immediately know where it's coming from. You understand? So these people can try, and what they will try is to make sure that the DNA is not done. Because the moment the DNA is done, everything will be in the open. Everything will be in the open. And that's when we'll know clearly that this guy was quiet because of his kind of love. You understand? Not all men can do what he did. But, despite loving somebody for, extramarital affairs, they still took him for granted and they took him out. They took him out because he was so kind, he was so nice, he was so good. And they saw that, well, let's just waste this guy. He's a calm person. He does not talk. He won't do anything. And he's a poor person. You understand? He's a poor person, the son of a carpenter. And what would he do? And that was exactly why they have already put everything in place before the father arrived. They ensured that they put everything in place. According to the father, he said that he later called them and they told him that the guy is fine now, that he should not come. Because at that moment he called, they were still planning, they were still doing the thing, they were still putting the body, they were still, dressing it, they were still just writing the scripts. Then immediately they got the script done, then they sent for him, okay, you can start coming and come and get the surprise. And they already embalmed him. You understand? For whatever sickness, for whatever ailment that can happen to anybody, the first thing you do is to approach the hospital. You understand? Had it been this guy was in the hospital and a pie in the hospital will automatically put him in the mortuary. You understand? It will not be a case of locally embalming him. So that's why this guy, I don't believe that it was Darosha that embalmed him. It was some Alpha people that were seen in the house that did the work. But they want to cover that part and not bring more evidence against them. That is why they are putting it on one of them, so that we can keep the suspense within their circle. By the time we are able to establish that it was not that guy that embalmed him, then we'll know, why did you guys invite the Alpha, because it was not only embalming the Alpha came to do. They came to embalm. They came to do a kind of thing to die his spirit, so that his spirit will not torment them. You understand? They came to do all those
Exactly.
rituals. You understand? All those rituals were the things they came to do. They came to do it so that,
And they
after
failed.
burying him, and they failed. You understand? It was the Alpha people that brought the calabash, the white clothes, and everything. So now these are the things. They did this thing out of some orders, out of some encouragement from somebody that, no, Emma worry, ẹ ṣe báyìí, do it like this, do it like that. Kò ní sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Èmi náà ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. You understand? And we know who can do that. It's just only this man we're talking about. And it is after, just now we're having two news now that the court order is ready, the court order is not ready, and we have to know the difference between a court order and a writ of summons. You understand? So let us know if they've given a writ of summons or it's a court order. The court order, then you can appeal, but you cannot appeal the writ of summons because you have to answer to the case. Then if you're not fine, you cannot appeal to it. But I'm sure once the court order is ready, it will be appealed automatically.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Wunmi team will appeal it immediately, and it is left for the legal team to also be waiting at that stage to gag more evidence, bring more evidence of why they need to establish this, because a lot of evidences are pointing at so they have to establish an accusation. You understand? They have to establish an accusation that would help to decipher if this person can truly do this. Then you are okay for paternity reason and for paternity cover up and for some monetary evidence. We saw the owner of Gokada when he was killed. The PA killed him, and some of the evidence that was brought to court was because he siphoned money. You understand? That's one of the reasons why those were one of the count charges that they used against him. That for you to have embezzled his money, blah 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 blah, knows that kind of thing, and it was clearly stated there. You can Google it, you see it there. You understand? These are part of money. You understand? Money. It's obvious. People will fight people because of money. So money is one of the things, and that is why they are telling us. And we also saw a video where Mohbad, you understand, was getting into the new house. He did a video. He told the prime boy. He told some other people when he got to the house. But immediately, Wunmi is telling us that they rented the house. Karimo is telling us the same thing. You guys are making us to believe that
Karimo told us that he bought the house. Karimo said besides that house that he lives at Lekki, that the other property he has is the land that he was buried.
Haha. So now
That's
it's more
what
of it's more bullets now shot at Wunmi shot at herself, because she said that àṣẹ-gbálé yẹn ni kò pẹ́ tá a gbálé yẹn tá dẹ̀ kó wá síbẹ̀. So gbálé is different from ralé, obviously. So it's obviously that they are trying to, and till now they are saying that they have not seen his Lexus, the Lexus Jeep he was driving. You understand?
They told us that at the police Owomuwa, the quack CP Owomuwa, who now has been sent to Abuja to be the AIG, but he's quack. He told us that the Lexus was under repair. That was why they used the neighbor's car or truck or van, whatever they call it in Nigeria, to transport Mohbad. But I think that the hand, probably, my own speculation is there was nothing like the Prado, that the Prado was damaged. I think it was Mohbad's car they used to do that demonstrations to make sure his hand was damaged. And I still put it to you, that person that was asking me to bring my proofs. If you hit a car with your knuckles, you go straight and you have cuts. You have lacerations all over your hands, all over. Not just one here as your lateral forearm, right here. No, it's not possible. Because the medical examiner, a forensic pathologist, will have to come and demonstrate that in the court of law. No, now. This is not just any other person that's in. No, it's not going to be like that. Definitely not going to be like that.
I also want to bring to your notice that since yesterday or day before, I've started sharing some kind of notion or possibility that he did not get back home alive. Do you understand? I've started sharing that notion that he did not get back home alive. That,
Okay, let me hear
but
your
certainly,
theory, please.
okay. Now he left that show alive, and Prime Boy said it too. He confirmed it too. You understand? And we all know that he left that show fine. It was fine when he left that show. But we don't know what happened along the line. We didn't know what happened along the line. Number one, I will fault the managers of that or the organizers of that show. They all left in convoy from Lekki. It was a convoy of 12 vehicles with two police vehicles there. So the same way you delayed him that he cannot leave the show after performing, that he has to wait for the other people to be done so that you can leave in convoy, is exactly the same way you should have left and get back to Lekki in the same convoy. You understand? But they didn't go back home in convoy according to evidence now, because they say they stopped on third mainland bridge. Now we don't know what happened within the space of time. Number one, if he had got home alive, now my own kind of theory now, he could have probably made a call to somebody within that space of when he got home. From that day till Monday, he could have made a call to somebody, probably to give a gist, or probably to just, call one of his friends and be like, Amo, you can't imagine what happened. You can't imagine this. Like something like, even
Exactly.
like,
It's like Monday is completely taken away in his life.
exactly. So we can't be sure now that this guy got back home alive. We don't know what happened with this space of when he left the show and when they were driving back home. That is one of the reasons why they will be telling you that the Lexus was faulty, because it's a lie. They are trying to bring in a vehicle that we cannot be able to trace. Number one, they said Prime Boy punched the Prado glass. Now we're asking them, let us know who is the owner of that Prado. They said it was the owner that drove it. I said it's not possible that you can afford to buy a Prado and you're renting it out and you're still the one driving it all around. That's stupidity and madness now. If you are leasing cars, you lease them out. You have a driver that will drive them around, or the person that came to lease it will have his own driver or drive it himself. You understand? So number one, that car, they've done a cover up on that Prado. Now, number two, another vehicle that took him to the hospital, they are saying it's the neighbor's car. Then let them provide that neighbor's car so that they can check some
We
things.
take over the neighbor's car. Let us see when we go through the other compound. At least we saw the compound now. I kept saying it is like a town halls. You share walls together because they are
Yes,
town.
yes, yes, yes.
Let us see Wumi, if their own CCTV is broken, at least when Wumi was going into the other compound, we will see her. Let them
Exactly.
provide the other compound CCTV.
The whole cover up is just impossible. No matter how they try, we are not fools. We're not gullible. We're not gullible that you bring stories that are not even compatible to what you are trying to drive at. It's not connecting.
Not at
No
all.
matter no matter how they try, it's not connecting. So they need to just see, the best thing is to come out clean. Come out, you understand? You can even plead that it was a manslaughter and not a murder. You understand? You can plead that probably, he was trying to hit you and he slipped. We understand that, okay, let us start looking at that direction. But you trying to tell us that, somebody just spy inside the house like that, and you are telling us he punched Prado glass. Punch what Prado glass? So this whole thing, I just believe that the earlier the better for these people that are involved. And as for me, I don't think till this moment, I don't think that any of the witnesses will tell us what really happened till now. No matter what you tell me, no matter what some hosts to say they have called them and they spoke with them, they did this, they did that. Me, personally, I don't feel they will say exactly what happened, because um, it makes them, they say when Friday that will be good, from Thursday, or Saturdays that will be good, from Fridays. If somebody is going to speak the truth, you know that this person obviously is going to speak the truth. apart from this guy, which is a prime boy, we, we, bros, I come. You understand?
Yeah, apart from the what is this, the prime boy? Prime boy, I hope everybody when they go to the inquest on the April 15, I pray they all speak the truth. I pray they all speak the truth because otherwise they will go to jail. Wumi is doing everything to send Prime Boy to jail. To send Prime Boy to jail. So if Gabby said Prime will definitely. So definitely what? Definitely speak the truth without lying. Just what he saw, what he witnessed, not what they told him or what he's been hearing. Because he needs to be able to. Go ahead, Mr. Kunle, if you are back. Taiwo Ademola, do you want to come up? We need to request up. Go ahead, Kunle.
Well, that's just my own summation. And apart from Prime Boy, there's nobody that is ready to speak. Whichever person that wants to speak, they will start doing it from the corner of their house. Like the way Prime Boy is doing hosting and saying something, none of them is doing that. So it shows they are not ready to say anything. Shows they are not ready to, they have the freedom of speech, no matter even if the case is in court. They can still be speaking and be talking about it. You understand? But none of them is doing that. They are trying to play and act according to what their lawyers have told them. Their lawyers have simply told them that don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just hold your peace. You understand? And let us know how to deal with this. But if had it been you are clean, you will not be scared to, even if your lawyer say don't say, you'll be like, no, never. No, me do this thing. Let me I talk. You understand? That's the way you should have been. But none of them is doing that. It shows they have a lot that they are hiding.
Hmm. I just want them to go there and speak their truth. They need to go there and speak their truth. It is very important they speak their truth. And they should know that whatever they say, they cannot be changing their stories.